Like many teenagers, Ellie and Olivia enjoy messaging their friends on the internet and creating pages on social network sites like Bebo, Facebook and MySpace. Users create their own pages, display photographs, list their likes and dislikes and leave messages for each other.
I started using the computer when I was about 13, 14. I set up my MySpace when I was about that age and used MSN a little bit then. When I'm on MySpace, I just talk to my friends generally, and when I'm on MSN I talk to my friends as well. It is quite addictive. I think when I was that age I used to go on like every night.
They can also make new friends, and it was on such a site that the girls first encountered Popcorn Puppy.
I went onto my MySpace and I saw that I had a friend request from this person that called himself Popcorn Puppy. So I went on his page to see who this person was, and I saw that his top friends had a lot of people that I knew from my area. So I messaged him asking who he was, and I just said, like, how do you know me? And he replied saying that he was just on MySpace to prove that it was a spoof site and nothing was serious about this site and it was all a joke. So I just accepted him and thinking, oh, not a lot can happen because I haven't told him anything. And then forgot about him for a long time. And then a bit later on, he started talking to me, but it'd just be like, hi, how are you? And I'd say, I'm fine, thank you. And I never gave any details away. I never really asked him questions. I just didn't want to be rude because I didn't know anything about him.
And what Ellie, Olivia and their friends didn't know was that Popcorn Puppy was a 55-year-old paedophile who'd been monitoring their web conversations for some months. He knew a lot of personal information about the girls and had also seen messages about a forthcoming school trip to an art gallery. On the day the girls went to the gallery, he was waiting for them.
I was just walking around and he came up to me and he just started talking to me about how he knew Olivia and like just general stuff, and he wasn't making out like it was anything strange. And then I kind of put two and two together and I remembered that Olivia had said something about an older man, and because he looked like quite old, and she had told me about this Popcorn Puppy. So then I asked him, are you Popcorn Puppy? And he was like, and he completely like agreed. He was like, yeah. He was like laughing about it, and then he started like touching my back and stuff and just like moving closer and just asking loads of questions and being really friendly.
I didn't go on the school trip, but I got a message from someone saying, when I was at school, saying, oh, Popcorn Puppy is at the school trip. And I was just completely shocked. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know how he knew that my friends were going to be there, even how he knew my friends or anything, or if he knew where I lived. And then I just remember being really scared at the time.
He just kept on talking to me as if he was my friend, and then he started moving in closer when he saw that my friends were moving away, and started touching my back and looking into my eyes really deeply and stuff, and really like scarily. And then I said, why are you here? And he said, oh, I saw a comment that one of your friends made that you would be here. And at that point I realised that it wasn't a coincidence at all, so I ran away. He continued to follow us around, and then at the end I told my teacher and she told the security guard, and he got escorted out.
Police later arrested the man who'd followed the girls on their school trip. 12 months later, 55-year-old Ian David Hunter from Chiswick was jailed for 6 months for the assault on Ellie and 18 months for possession of indecent images of children. Police found more than 20,000 indecent images of children at his apartment.
He had pictures of me and all my friends in his apartment, and he knew a lot about us because he was looking at all of our sites.
How does it make you feel, kind of knowing all that was going on?
Just a bit creeped out, really, that someone would take their time and effort to do all of this and make such an effort to know everything about us and know where we are.
Friends collect information about each other and it all gets published in the World Wide Web. So I think if there's one thing we can learn from Ellie's story is that the kids need to be aware of the amount of material that they're actually putting on the web about themselves, and they do tend to be a bit narrow-viewed in the fact that they think that it's only their friends that will view that. That's not the case. If they don't make their profile private, then it is open to the world. And even if they do and restrict the amount of friends they can have on a profile, their friends can still distribute the information out to the world. So really the learning curve for Ellie and other girls is think about what you're putting on the web.
Like, I haven't stopped going on MySpace and Bebo, but it has made me be more careful, and now I understand that it can happen. And at the time I felt that we weren't educated enough to know that these people can see like information about you without you even saying it.
I am more cautious of who I talk to and who I accept on MySpace. Definitely more aware, and I question everyone now who talks to me.